Well, greetings YouTube. It has been a while. Joel here. Thank you so much for hanging in there with us. It has been a long time since our last update, since my last update. A lot of you guys have been kind, leaving comments and things here on the channel, and I just want to say thank you for sticking with me. Thanks for watching this video and being a part of this channel. There's going to be more videos to come. I wanted to make a video today to give you an update on my family's travel scenario, because a lot of this channel has been about our journeys, our travels across the United States, our goals to see all 59 national parks before our oldest son turns 18. And to do it as a family. And as many of you know, we've traveled in our fifth wheel and done a lot of cool stuff over the last couple years, and we're just feel tremendously blessed to have been able to do that. But about a year and a half ago, or maybe a little less than that, things changed dramatically for our family. We stopped making videos for a time. We stopped traveling full time and had to settle down. So let me catch up on where we have been and what has happened. So about a year and a half ago, one of our sons was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes out of the blue. And at the time, we just kind of felt like that was not something we needed to make public, we needed to put on the channel. We just wanted to deal with that together as a family and kind of privately and get used to what life looks like with a child that has diabetes. It's changed our life, it's changed his life forever, and it's taught us a lot about why we do what we do and what's important to us. So during that time, we actually decided to take our beautiful Grand Design fifth wheel and our big, beautiful one-ton Ford truck that many of you have seen here on the channel. You've seen our tour videos, and we sold it. Not because we weren't going to travel anymore, but because we knew full-time travel was not going to be as possible as it was before, because now we need to be in a place where we can see doctors 4 times a year regularly. And we actually decided to settle in Colorado as our new home. Many of you know we're from Ohio. We fell in love with the West and decided, hey, Colorado is a new home base for us. This is a great place for us to base our travels out of. There's lots of stuff we haven't seen out here in the West. So it's just a great place to be. So we're now Coloradoans, and we sold our big rig. But you might be wondering, based on where I'm standing, what did they get? What did they do? Well, we have made a complete shift in our travel world, not only in the way we travel, but how we travel. And we wanted to move from a truck and trailer setup to a drivable. As you can see behind me, we have moved into a Jayco Greyhawk. This is the Jayco Greyhawk 31DS. It's built on the Ford E450 chassis. It is not a diesel. It's a gas. It's a gasser. And I thought that would bother me a lot. After having a big, beautiful Ford one-ton truck, I thought it would bother me a lot to move to a gasser. But I'm here to tell you today that we've really kind of liked the transition. We actually bought not just this RV, but we bought this little Honda CR-V to pull with our RV. And shockingly, probably not shockingly, to anybody who's ever owned a diesel, this RV and that SUV cost the same amount of money that our truck sold for. So we were able to downsize our investment for a little while as we did some lighter traveling, and we have really enjoyed the heck out of this little thing. This RV has been incredibly taken care of. It's just gorgeous inside and out. It's got a few years on it. It's a 2011, but look at that finish. That's called a Diamond Shield coat. Diamond-shield.com. This is not a sponsored video, but we are really impressed with this product, and we'll probably look into putting it on every rig that we have from now on, because it's kept this 8 or 9-year-old RV looking brand new. I mean, most people pull up in RV parks and say, is that custom paint? But the truth is, no, just stickers. But it's got this protective coating on it, lifetime warranty. It's just a beautiful finish that doesn't fade or chip or tear away on the stickers. So it's been awesome. So I thought I would give you guys a tour of our new digs here in the RV, what we've been traveling in, and later we're going to share some travels with you that have been done in this RV over the last year, and just kind of talk about the beauty of being in a drivable, and also the beauty in being in a gas instead of a diesel. There are trade-offs, and I was a big critic of the gas engines, but after being in this for over a year, I can confidently say I'm happy with this decision, and overall it's made a lot of sense for us. So let's go on inside and check things out. Again, this is the Jayco Greyhawk 31DS, and I don't really know what the DS stands for. If you know, leave a comment down below. Tell us what the DS stands for, but it's a pretty common setup here. We've got a driver's compartment up front, and it's kind of sunken down, which is really nice. Kind of makes you feel like you're in a cockpit of an airplane. You've got a bunk right above you. Ours, the previous owner, built this custom piece of wood here to keep kids from falling out of the bunk here. It's actually pretty nice, and the ladder attaches to it. But this is like a full-size bed up here with entertainment center. It's got a TV, DVD player, and it kind of looks out into the rest of the cab here. This has just been awesome. Our three boys actually shared this giant bed for a while. Then we decided that they needed to separate, so one of them went down here to the couch, which also pulls out. But this has been really cool. They can kind of have their own little nook up there, put things up on it. You know, it's been pretty awesome. Then we've got this awesome banquette here that also converts to a bed, but this is where I did a lot of my work when we were traveling and I was working. It was really cool. My wife, she's a whiz with the interior decorating, so we replaced the blinds, new white blinds all the way through. Got rid of the big, ugly, bulky kind of, I don't even know what you would call them, window coverings, apparatus. They're just these really ugly pieces of fabric that go over most windows. We got rid of that. She had somebody on Etsy make these custom slip covers, which are not only stylish, but they brighten things up. They just went right over the factory banquette seating things. I don't know what you call these, cushions maybe. And it just worked out really well, switching arms again. And then that kind of goes into the kitchen area right here. This is really cool. The kitchen is quite spacious. We put up a new backsplash in here. I don't know if you can see that. Just a kind of an adhesive tile backsplash. It actually turned out really nice. We really love the way the white brightens things up. Got a microwave up here, got a stove down below. That's all pretty standard stuff. But what we really love about this coach is that it's got so much storage. Got big pantries of storage. It's just ridiculous. Got more down there. Got storage underneath here. There's your storage coming out of your ears. And then over here, you got the refrigerator. It's a Norcold. It's worked great. I mean, 8 years old. It's worked great. Got the corridor that goes to the master bedroom. And you kind of flow down here all the way back to the master bedroom, which is quite spacious for something that is only 31 feet long. This is a lot of privacy. It's a queen size bed. Got your own little entertainment center here. Look at all that storage up there. That's a ridiculous amount of storage, folks. That is a huge amount of storage. And then you got this. Hang your clothes up, super deep. I could get in there. I'm not gonna do it. And then you could get over here, even more storage. It's great. It's just been really great. Double-sided closet, more bar storage, hanging stuff, putting coats away, whatever it is, it's great. And then you've got a door that goes into this very generous bathroom over here. I'm going to go through the other door, actually, so you can see here. This bathroom is really quite big for a small RV. Again, it's got this open, but you can shut this. This is really just so you can get to the back when this slide right here is in. So if you were boondocking and didn't want to pop out, this actually comes all the way over to here. You can't get into the bedroom. So you need this door to get into the bedroom when your RV is popped in, which we did quite often. So nice leg room on the commode. Guys, that's a big deal. You dudes, you know, that's a huge deal. You got to have leg room so you're not putting your knees up on a cabinet. Again, we put up new tile in here. Nice little sink area storage. And this is really great. This corner shower, I don't know if you can see that. I thought that the corner shower would be kind of a squeeze for me. But the corner shower was quite big. I mean, look at the size of that corner shower. I'm 6 foot tall. My head doesn't hit the ceiling. Doesn't even feel like I'm close. It's been a really, really nice bathroom to have. And again, tons of storage up here, up here. It's been a really great little RV. All right, that's kind of the nickel tour. That was really quick. I realized I didn't want to do like a comprehensive tour. Just wanted to show you the inside of this little rig that we have loved. Again, it's a Jayco Greyhawk 31DS. It's a gas Ford V10 Triton E450 platform. Now I want to tell you a little bit about why we made this switch, because I know some of you are curious about the same things and wonder why would you go from a big trailer and a diesel down to this. There's a lot of reasons, and I'm going to tell you about them. All right, so here's the real reason why we made this switch. Not only did we want to invest less in our rig during a time when we weren't really traveling a whole lot, but we had a lot of trouble with the giant fifth wheel and our big giant 1-ton diesel truck getting into the places we wanted to get into when we went to cool cities. For instance, when we went to Washington, D.C., we just drove around the city 2 or 3 times looking for a place to park our truck and get out to look at things. We couldn't really do any of that because our truck was too big for the parking garages. The only day we were able to spend in the city is when we parked in a lot and rode the train in to town, which was a really cool experience. And if you're in Washington, D.C., you should definitely do that. But we thought that driving a car would be a great way to be able to see the nooks and crannies of the cities, the places we wanted to go. And as long as we were pulling a trailer, we would always have a huge truck. So going to a drivable and towing a vehicle would give us the opportunity to see those things, to maneuver in and out of the cities a little quicker, and just give us a chance to try it. This was really a very inexpensive way for us to get into the drivable market and test it out for ourselves to see if we liked it. It's extremely easy. Jenna, my wife, she never drove the truck and trailer setup. It was too big, it was too intimidating. She drove this on many an occasion, and I took many naps right there while she was driving down the road. It was absolutely bliss. Let me tell you what, we loved it. Our kids loved riding on this banquette. There are seat belts right there. This pillow has fallen over, but there are seat belts right there on that side of the banquette and even on the couch, and they would rather sit there, play cards. They could, you know, watch a movie together. They could even recline and take a little nap a lot easier than they could in a truck upright, and they weren't a foot behind my head. I really enjoyed that as a driver. I could have a little bit more space, and if while we were driving I needed to pop back here and pull the laptop up and do something, I could do that. It was great. The one thing that we were hesitant about was going from diesel to gas. You're losing all your power. Felt like my manhood was stripped away. And as long as you manage your expectations in a rig like this, I believe you're going to be okay, even if you go from diesel to a gas. Yes, you're losing all kinds of power. Don't leave me a bunch of comments that say, diesel or die. Ah, that's fine. Diesel or die for you, not for me. I found this to be a much more enjoyable driving experience, not because the engine is more powerful, because it's not, but because it takes some of the pressure off. I mean, you just get in the right-hand lane, you drive your 60 to 65 miles an hour most of the time. You can't really go much faster than 65, maybe 70. That's kind of pushing it in one of these. You kind of enjoy the drive a little bit more. You have lower expectations. You go slow. Yes, some hills you slow down on, but for the overall cost of a gas versus a diesel and a drivable, I found the double cost that a diesel would bring into my life was not really worth all the benefits I'd be getting from it. If I had unlimited money, I would certainly buy one, and probably will in the future, I hope, be able to afford a diesel drivable, but for right now, the gas was easy. The clearance on this is low. I think it's only 12.5 feet all the way to the top of the air conditioner. Don't quote me on that. Might want to check yours, but I think that's what it is. And so we didn't have to worry about clearances. Before, with the fifth wheel, we were as tall as a semi. We had to worry. We had to use a special GPS. We did not have to do that with this, and we could pull into any gas station. We didn't have to research and make sure that they had diesel at this station and make sure we could fit into the gas station parking lot and get in and out safely. This can pretty much be pulled in any gas station anywhere, and you'll have no problem getting gas. It's got a nice big tank, It's got a generator on it, which we absolutely love for boondocking. It's all built in. Push of the button and you're camping. It's just been great. The only downsides that I have seen, other than the obvious things we've talked about, you know, less power, you know, it doesn't drive like a diesel. There's a little more noise from the engine, which honestly is not a big deal. One of the only downsides that I can tell you is that the tanks are smaller, that our fresh tank does not hold a lot of water. You know, in our big fifth wheel, our Grand Design, we had a huge fresh tank. This one does not have a huge fresh tank, but it gets us, you know, on a day or two trip that we're going along and need to have a tank full of water to flush the toilet with and stuff. As long as we're not taking lots of showers, you know, the fresh tank will last us a couple days during a travel period, which is really all we need it to do. So all that to say, we have loved this little Class C. I love the Ford E450 platform. I like the Triton V10. I like that I can pull into any Ford dealership and they can change the oil and do maintenance on this thing, no problem. There are parts and there are people that know what they're doing. It doesn't require a special diesel mechanic or isn't hard to find when you're out on the road for 2 or 3 months at a time. Now, the reason I keep saying all these things in the past tense is because this is no longer our rig. This has been sold just yesterday. Sold it, and we are going to be moving into a new rig. I'm going to let that be a mystery for now. We are planning on doing more traveling in the coming year than we did the years before. We're a little bit more settled with our life. Now that we have a diabetic child, we know a lot more than we did, and we feel prepared to do more traveling as a family. So expect more videos, expect some archival videos of things we've already done but we haven't been able to release. We're excited to bring all this stuff to you, but this has been sold and we have moved up in size just a little bit, and we're excited to share that with you, but we're gonna leave you in suspense for now as to what that looks like. So make sure you come back to the channel. If you're not already, subscribe. If you're interested in more things about gas Class C RVs, I've learned a lot in the last year and a half. Ask me some questions, leave some comments. If you know some things that I don't, leave questions below about this model or any other model. I'm happy to answer them. We're on this ride together. This is a wonderful community. Guys and gals, thanks for sticking with us. Can't wait to bring you more videos. And as always, until next time, keep having fun.